What's up, everyone? Welcome to our spoiler review of Spider-Man Brand New Day. This is something that I've been excited to talk about for a while and get into some spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie yet, go back and watch. I did a non-spoiler review. You can go back and you can see that one. That's on the channel. But if you have seen it, then welcome. And yeah, we decided to do this live. And if anyone jumps in the comments, maybe we'll kind of interact if you have any thoughts or comments or questions or anything. But yeah, so this is definitely spoilers, full spoiler territory, which I should have maybe throughout this. I have a little spoiler a graphic that I put onto the thumbnail, and maybe I'll just throw it up when and just let everyone know this is spoiler talk. So give it one second. But anyways, while that loads, I will be your main host for this review, Jordan over here Anderson. But I'm joined today by my girl, super Selena Cruz. How's it going, Selena?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah. So, and here it is. So if you want to spoiler, there it is. There's a spoilers.
Yes.
There it is. So, but yeah. So I've already seen the movie two times. I went opening night, and I live in a small town, and my theater was slammed, and we almost never have sold out movies. I think I only remember two that have ever been sold out before, and one was Spider-Man, the other one or Spider-Man Brand New Day, and the other one was the first Super Mario Bros. Movie. Although I was still able to get into the screening, but we found out afterwards that it did sell out, but we were able to still get in. But yeah, so it's pretty wild, and this movie is breaking all kinds of records. It's really cool, really awesome to see. Now I know Selena, you saw it last night,
Yes.
and I know that
Yeah.
your family. You did something kind of fun where you guys rented out an entire theater for your whole family, so that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, my cousin, her friend, kind of rent out a whole room for the theater, and like she's like, "Hey, if anyone wants to come along, like, buy your tickets through me, and we did it cheaper, because she we just you usually pay like around $14 to $15. I only paid $10 for my seat, so
Oh, nice.
it's yeah, it was pretty
That's pretty
cool.
good.
So me
Nice.
and my cousin
That would have been
went.
awesome.
Yeah, me and my cousin and her husband and a couple of her nieces and her her son and daughter went with us, and there was a whole bunch of friends that I know that was there, in our group, and we had the whole theater like um, set to us, and so it was pretty cool. They even like took a picture of us afterwards, after we watched the movie, and
That's
I can
cool.
send yeah, I can send it to you. It's on my Facebook also.
Oh, nice.
And I
That's
even put a
awesome.
post. Yeah, I even put a post this morning because I forgot to do it last night because the time I got home was late. So about how I was geeking out on the movie like throughout the whole time.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know that. Well, first of all, I'll say that I wish I could have been there with you to actually go to it. That would have
Yeah, it would have
been a
been
lot of
cool.
fun. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Um, but I will say that Selena's always been more of a Superman fan. That's her guy. She loves Superman, and Supergirl was a big deal. We actually got to see it together. We got lucky on that one because she came into town right when Supergirl was coming out. So that was a lot of fun to go see with with her. And for me, Spider Man has just been a huge part of my life ever since I was a little kid. And for me, like they both kind of like Superman and Spider Man kind of like symbolize some similarities. Like Superman symbolizes hope and just like doing good and wanting to be a good person and like encouraging people to do what's right and stuff. And and then Spider Man kind of does a lot of the same things, although like he's just a young kid. He gets these powers kind of out of nowhere, and most of them he's in high school. This one's the fourth one, so he's a little
He's a
after high
little more
school,
out.
like
Yeah.
yeah, he's like college age, something like
He
that.
should. Yeah, he should be in college, but yet he's not in college. Yeah.
But yeah, he should be because he's so smart. He's a genius, but he knows all about technology and all that stuff. But he's just too busy saving the city, saving New York. So and each of them, Spider-Man and Superman, another similar is that they each have a city that they kind of look over and they protect. And so Superman's got Metropolis, and which is
Mhm.
essentially like a version of New York. I kind of think of it as like another like kind of like an alternate universe version of New York, kind of. And then Spider-Man has actual New York. He's
Yeah.
he's, he's from Queens, and I think it's really awesome. And like just to kind of like give you like a little sense of like what Spider-Man kind of means to me, and like growing up with him, so like this is like my third Spider-Man shirt that I've had to break out to go to across the Spider-Verse. This time I only have so many Spider-Man shirts I can wear to these screenings, and when I do shows, I've got a couple more, but I think maybe in total I might have like 6 or 7 or something like that. But and then I have it like I mean I've showed this before, like above my bed I got my Spider-Man here, and you can see some other kind of corner. I'm just holding up my tripod here. You can see I've got a Spider-Man with like Venom over there. I've got another Spider-Man over there, and then I moved. Let's see. Let me get that back. I moved my little Spider-Man guy over here just to be like
Mhm.
more front and center. Usually I have him back a little further, but yeah. So then that's the Tom Holland one. I think out of all of them, probably. I mean, now I think Tom Holland that he's really solidified. I've always been kind of a Tobey Maguire guy. Like I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I think a lot of people do, but it's weird. So I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, the best version of Spider-Man. But then I love Andrew Garfield just as an actor. I think he does the best acting overall. I think he's great. But then I just think that with Tom Holland, you just get one that you just grown up with. You see him all the way from high school, and we're gonna be enough to see his journey for like years and years, hopefully to come. We'll see. I don't know how long he wants to keep doing it. I hope he keeps coming back, but we'll see. I know Tom Holland's kind of expressed maybe not doing as many standalone Spider-Man movies so much, but I don't know. This one might have brought him back to it. So yeah. And also, I wanted to just show up. I don't have all my like comic books, but I've never even shown Selena these. But I have like a big comic book collection. So these are just some that I've been kind of reading off and on currently. I mean, right here I've been going through this. I have an uncle that they gifted me a bunch of comic books. So this is Ultimate Spider-Man. So I've been kind of going through that whole run. So I got the whole comic book one there. I got like a What If one. It's a Spider-Man and Wolverine one there. You can see there, and then I'm a big fan of like when they have big team ups in the comic books, and I do like it in the movies too. I really like it. I know it's not for everyone when they release team ups. It gets a little confusing for people, but I've got the Avengers versus X-Men here. This is a huge like a like trade paperback that's pretty thick. It's got like a whole bunch of issues in there, and then I even got my personal favorite comic book storyline ever written is Civil War. So like, I adore Civil War. I think it's so good. If you read all the Civil War comics, you can see it. Of course, they have Spider-Man front and center right there against Cap, but you can see it. They have issues of Civil War that literally show what every single character is up to during this whole Civil War, where they're fighting against each other. And you can see, if you want to see what like Iron Man, Hulk, you want to see what Black Widow, you want to see what like the Thunderbolts are doing, you want to see what like Ant-Man, you want to see pretty much any character. They have a whole entire book that you can get for each and every single character, even ones we haven't hardly seen. Hercules has one, or like just like Wonder Man. Some of these like ones you don't see as much, so that's cool. And then I'm also kind of going through a little bit of the Punisher and comics. So I got a Punisher one. It's like a Punisher war journal there, and you can see that that he's always been connected with the Spider Verse, because you have Rhino there, you have Venom there. So, or actually, that might actually be Spider Man. That's Spider Man just in like the black suit. So maybe when he's kind of maybe taken over by the symbiote a little, but yeah. So it's pretty cool. And like I just like reading these in my spare time, because it just kind of just like just makes me feel like I can be like just something like bigger than myself, even in like my own imagination kind of thing. And like I just really vibe. I think it's cool. I like the stories get, especially in the comics, get really cool if you find the right storylines and the ones you like and that kind of stuff. So yeah, but so yeah, I figured we just kind of jump into it. And it's the hang on, I gotta pause. I got the other YouTube feed and playing it in my background here, so I don't want to let that go. But yeah, I mean, the Spider-Man movie, I just think is like, and we'll get into the pros and cons. I'll just tell you, I don't have too many cons. I only have like one or two cons, but
I don't think I have either. I think mine is
yeah.
more towards the end, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's sort of like that, but but yeah. So in this movie, what I was really looking forward to is that we see a Spider-Man that's just down on his luck, or you see a Peter Parker. Spider-Man's thriving actually in this. New York
Mhm.
loves Spider-Man, and when you see it at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, you see where Doctor Strange makes everyone forget that he's going to be Spider-Man, and he wants to protect the people that he loves, because he lost someone very important to him, Aunt May, and after he lost her, he's like, never again. I have to keep these people safe. These people are so important to me, and the girl he loves, and his best friend, and so Spider-Man's doing great, but Peter Parker, he just like just kind of living in a rundown apartment, kind of dumpy, kind of, and he can't be with his best friend. He can't be with the girl he loves. He can't really tell anyone who he is, and you kind of see him like for me, like I don't know about you, Selena, but for me, I thought this like was like not only the best like Spider-Man movie that I've seen Tom Holland act in. I think it's the best movie period he's ever acted in. I think it like for me, I was just
Well, I don't
blown
know.
away.
He did. I won't say that he did not do good here. He did do good, but I also like him in the Odyssey. He did really well
Oh
on
yeah,
that one too.
yeah,
Um,
he's pretty good in that. Yeah.
yeah, like when he did like the first couple of Spider-Mans um, for his era, when they brought him, it was kind of like, oh, is he gonna do really good as his character? Um, but every movie he like did, he has been like growing and did it like awesome every time. So he's kind
Yeah.
of
Oh
like
yeah.
not like he's like, if he keeps on going, he could probably be like the next Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise if he
Oh
wanted
yeah.
to.
Yeah. He definitely has that potential. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's a great start to your career, starting out your career as a Spider-Man. I mean, I guess he didn't really start, because we did see him in that movie, The Impossible. That's like where it's about the flood in in Asia, like Southeast
yeah.
Asia and stuff. But
I think that was the
but
first, yeah, that
yeah, that's the first
he
time
came
I
to.
ever saw him. Yeah. So,
That's
but
yeah. I was gonna say that's the first time I ever saw him too when he was little. He might have done
yeah.
like other things like commercials or whatever, because like that's what
Mhm.
a lot of characters do before they hit it like a big movie. That they do a lot of commercials and stuff, and so
Well, I wouldn't
he
be
might have.
surprised if there's some out there. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
probably find them. But but it's gonna show it in the chat. We got Agent Super Argo. Thanks for tuning in. He says all I know is that at 9 a.m. in a packed theater, this was a very highly entertaining movie in my opinion. Yeah, like 9 a.m. to have a packed theater.
No, here in
That you don't
California,
see
they
that a
started
lot.
at 7. They started at
Yeah,
7. I was like,
yeah.
what the
So
heck?
it's
Like, people are actually going to go see it at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay,
yeah, these theaters are
people,
opening
yeah,
early just because they know they're going to make money off of this, and so they're
yeah,
they're, they're going to do it. Yeah, And also, yeah, I was gonna shout out uh, Brian in the chat. What's up, Brian? Daniel Creighton did an amazing job directing this takeover from John Watts. Yeah, I agree for sure.
For real,
Makes you want to go back and watch Wonder Man because he directed that series Wonder Man, and I never got a chance to watch it because I just wasn't sure about it, and like now I'm interested, so I want to go back and check that out too. And oh yeah, that's right too. It says Tom was also in the Ron Howard movie In the Heart of the Sea. That's right. Yeah, that movie with Chris Hemsworth where they're on a ship at sea, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, and also I wanted to shout out the cinematographer because this is like one of the coolest shot Spider-Man movies I've ever seen. His name's Brett Powlack, and like props to him and his crew like big time because you just feel like when he's like flying through the air, like running like jumping from a building, and he's like going down, like you feel like you're right with him. Yeah, you feel like you're like swinging with him. You see the first person view. You see all kinds of upside down cameras and spinning around 360 and like all these like really awesome things, especially like near the end. Like probably my favorite shot of the whole entire movie is when he's fighting the hand, all those ninjas, and then the camera flips upside down. You're like, whoa, that's cool.
Or like how he does it, like slowly moving it up, like like because a lot of people are, I think they were negative on that part. Some people were like, oh, it's just too fast or whatever. It's meant to be fast. Like like I thought I was gonna get kind of, because like moving too fast kind of gets me kind of sick when I watch movies like that. But like it did not at all when I watched this movie. Like it literally flew with what Tom Holland's character was doing. So
yeah, exactly.
It wasn't too bad.
And I wish I could have gotten to see it in 4DX because I have a 4DX theater about 3.5 hours away. But I want to, if I ever get a chance, that'd be awesome. But I heard that the YouTuber I watched, Tyron Magnus, he saw it in a 4DX and he said it was pretty awesome too because he's a guy that doesn't pay a lot for premium theater experiences, but he says that's definitely worth it. So yeah, but
it's crazy because like you go to the movie theater and you're like, oh, I want the popcorn bucket. They were like freaking sold out the first day.
Oh and yeah, those popcorn buckets. I could have got one opening night. They had some. I just don't like have anywhere that I can really put a popcorn bucket, so I don't get them quite as much. I was really tempted though. They had one at my AMC though. So let's get into more of the story of the movie. So I mean, you do kind of see certain characters. So the movie starts out, and actually, like one of the things I want to talk about, you see him kicking ass and like fighting crime and like saving people and this and they show a lot of like the villains. You get like I look at like Tombstone at the beginning, but he's only in the beginning. I'll just say that.
You only see a couple of them.
Yeah, and you see Scorpion. You see a few at the beginning. I actually had this little thing that I was going to play really quick that some people, they might have seen. It's only 47 seconds long, but it kind of shows how they recreated all the iconic like Spider-Man comic book covers, and you also see like a lot of cool things from the video games too. Like there's just like the way that he's flipping and he's flying. It's just so awesome. They really make a point to just like let it stand out. And I like how they kind of do it in like slow motion, which you'll kind of see here. So here, I'll just play this real quick.
In this movie, we did this really cool thing to recreate all of these famous comic book covers.
We're shooting at 420 frames per second, which is virtually impossible to act at 420 frames per second. And Tom had to do this kind of perfect uppercut, reverse swan dive, where we're yanking him up into the air towards the camera. It was a real awakening to how much control he has over every muscle in his body. He hit that perfect pose in 2 or 3 takes.
That was a lot of fun trying to figure out how to do those things, and I think those shots look amazing.
But yeah, I
thought those shots were really awesome. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the first time I went to go see, I saw it with my nephew who's autistic. Like he's like a little way more than what I am, and like and like when he slammed the guy's head through the brick wall, like he was just like, oh man, that would hurt so bad. And I kind of like one of the guys in front of us kind of turned around to look at. He didn't say anything, but I think he's like, I want us to be quiet or something. But because he said it pretty loud.
Well,
But
like after you see him, then people are like, oh, it's a kid.
yeah,
You can't get mad at a kid. Like honestly.
no. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of kind of interesting things. Like Spider-Man still has a virtual assistant, so he has I don't know if he calls it Evie or like what he calls it or something. But
I think it's I think
it's like helping him out. That's kind of like similar to when Tony Stark gave him a suit that was kind of powered up and he had the big spider arms coming out of the back of it and that. But so this one, like he's smart and he learned how to kind of control it and create it just a little bit. And I can't remember if that was like a gift from Tony Stark or if he just
no, because he left it. No, he left it for Tom. For Peter Parker after after he died. So he had left mostly all his technology for him because that's what was Tony Stark's person that handled
the Iron Man.
No.
Yeah. He had Jarvis or something. Yeah.
No, not Jarvis. He had Jarvis, but no,
like
the
Happy.
main Happy. Yeah, Happy was the one that gave
Yeah.
it to him because he's like, this is what Tony wanted you to have. And
so
he literally gave him that. So
yeah, and which is kind of cool. Brian points out Evie was actually voiced by Naomi Watts, which Naomi Watts was in the movie The Impossible with Tom Holland, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool. I think isn't that his mom?
No. Or the Aunt May, is that what you're thinking of?
No. The Evie.
Oh yeah, it's his mom in The Impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah, it is. But yeah. And yeah, like I thought that like so we can talk about some of the characters that were included in this. I mean, the biggest spoiler is like who was Sadie Sink from Stranger Things going to play? Well, she played Jean Grey, so that was obviously. I mean, she's like one of the biggest X-Men characters, so that pretty much connects to like X-Men even more into that. And then
that's when I was geeking out. I was like, oh my god, they're connecting! Like I was telling them because I was like, they're connecting the X-Men. And I texted the movie. I was like, "Oh my god, they connected the X-Men."
Yeah, because like for someone like me, who follows this stuff, I kind of predicted it. I even had a conversation with Austin after one of our shows. I was like, so who do we think Sadie Sink's gonna play? Is she gonna be like a Mary Jane, or is she gonna be playing Jean Grey maybe? And then like I even kind of called it, which I kind of wish I would kind of go and kind of more like not knowing that kind of stuff and like be more surprised and kind of be more ignorant about it and just be like, whoa, like Jean Grey, that's so cool. Because I saw a lot of reactions to like people all around me and people are like, whoa, like there's like my theater got a big reaction when they said Jean Grey. They're like, whoa, that's so cool.
I did. I was like the loudest one in
really?
When we were there. I was like, oh my god, that's Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I was like the only one that did it.
And then
more geeked than
really? Oh, nice. Yeah. And then of course you have John Bernthal being the Punisher, which he was awesome, and like who knew that like one of the like darkest characters would get the biggest laughs. He's the one that made me laugh the most, and like just a lot of the things he said did. And like like he did, and John Bernthal though. I'll just say that I've met him before in a person. I actually got a photo with him, and then I got a picture signed by of him that I gave to my friend Chris, and like he was one of the like nicest people that you could ever meet. One of my favorite celebrity experiences. Like my friend Sam was in a wheelchair, and he came over and got down next to him at his level, and like was very personal with him. Let us ask a bunch of questions. He was talking about being in that movie Fury when he was in there with like Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf, that tank movie, and that was going to be his next project. And then he even remembered us. Like he like saw us another time at the convention. We were just walking around. He said, was like, "Hey Sam, hey Jordan, what's up?" Or like something like that, and we're like, "Whoa!" Like John Bernthal freaking remembered us, and yeah, like he was just like one of the friendliest guys, and also like some people know, but not everyone that John Bernthal and Tom Holland are like best friends in real life. They're like really good at friend, and John Bernthal actually helped Tom Holland get the role of Spider-Man by like because he made an audition, but he's like, come on, man, like you can do that. Better than that. You really got to wow him and like show him your acrobatics, show him your stuff. And so he went and helped him film it. Actually, was the one that filmed it for him and like helped get him the role, which is pretty awesome. So
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's actually.
but yeah, and then also too, speaking of like friends, I mean, I think that Tom Holland and then Jacob Batalon, like they're best friends in real life, and then Tom Holland's literally married to Zendaya, which is really cool. So it's like really great chemistry already out of the gate. They're just like already best friend. I think I saw this clip on the Jimmy Fallon show where he just like, is it true that you and Jacob are really best friends in real life? He's like yeah, you want me to call him? You want me to FaceTime? And he just FaceTimes and he's like, hey, like what's up? How's it going, man? And they're like really talking like they're like really good friends, which is awesome. And like
and
some of my other favorite
now they're fighting each other to say who by the most time.
Oh yeah,
because they're both married.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, and like some of my favorite scenes though were actually with Jacob Batalon, Ned's character. I thought that like he really leveled up. When I first saw him, I was kind of like, yeah, he's kind of fun. He's a little goofy and a little silly, but he was so good. And so like either he leveled up or the director just got that performance out of him. And like every time you see him, you're just so happy to see Ned in a little shop or like eating food somewhere, or just like whenever he runs down, you're like, oh, Ned, I love Ned, like he's awesome.
Yeah.
So.
I would have, besides like Tom Holland, I would have to say, Peter Parker is top. I would have to say my number 2 would be Ned. Like he's like a character that you didn't know that you're gonna love, but you end up loving him.
Yeah, exactly. And he also lost a fair amount of weight, so I thought that was kind of cool to see that kind of transformation, kind of fitting the kind of being in a superhero movie role a little more. And like when he first goes to like buy, I was gonna say
the shark energy drink.
Like shark fire energy drink. He's like, don't sell it to me. Like, don't sell it. He's like, well, just give me 1, or 2. Just give me 2 of them. All right.
But after
he's like,
this, don't sell it to me.
Yeah. He's like, don't sell it to this guy, or like whatever. Yeah. And he walks out with like the little keg things too, and you see him at the party, and also Zendaya. So I've never been a huge Zendaya fan, to be honest with you. Like I've always thought that she looks clinically depressed. She just looks like she's never happy and just sad all the time. Or like I don't know what's going on with her. I'm like, smile a little bit, But in this movie though,
she's picking these characters that are really like you can't smile. Like in the Odyssey, she literally has to be sad because if you've seen it or if you haven't seen it, her character is not happy.
No.
And then here it's like she's going through where she lost memories and stuff, and then she finds out, when he leaves the letter, it's like, oh my goodness, like of course she's gonna be sad.
And well, I mean, like, she's like sad in that. She looks pretty sad in Challengers. She looks, of course, sad in Euphoria, that TV series, because in that series, literally her sister dies, and that happens pretty early on, so it's not a huge spoiler. But how she kind of copes with that. She looks a little sad in like Dune, even in the drama. Like so, it's like I'm just like, come on,
drama, she has to be a little bit crazy. So that's the character. She has to be a little bit crazy and a little bit sad. So
but in this one though, I thought though that we saw another side of her almost like to me, her like acting leveled up. I thought that like she just gave an incredible performance to where you could see like the
maturity.
Her
the
maturity, and you could kind of see like here's this this guy, and she finds out that he loves her, and they used to have this other life, but then like she doesn't remember, and there's like so many scenes like my so there's probably two scenes that I love with her. One, of course, is on the rooftop when like Jean is like inhabiting her
Jesus, yeah.
body, and then they actually kiss, and you just see
You're like, oh!
yeah, you see
Yeah.
Tom Holland just like so happy, and just so because she like pulls off the like mask, and like for a minute I was kind of like, really, they're not going to let this play out a little longer? If you think about it, well, so for anyone who's ever seen the Spider-Man the animated series, like in that he has to hide his identity from Mary Jane, from his Aunt May, even from his friend, everyone that they know for years and years and years, for seasons and seasons of that show. And then when he finally has a moment where he reveals to Mary Jane, like it's a huge deal, like it's a like really massive deal, like one of the biggest like plot lines in the whole entire series. And like even get like chills kind of thinking about it, because it's like that series, it's just done so well, and it's probably one of my favorite Spider-Man things I've ever done. Like definitely go check out the animated series from the 90s. It's really good. But because in that series they're like crossing over with the Punisher, they're crossing over with the X-Men, they have Captain America show up, and Iron Man, that all these characters. But and so in this one I'm kind of like, really, they're just gonna pull off and be like, oh Peter, like I recognize you already. I'm just kind of like, but then you find out that it's not really her,
Yeah.
that's actually Jean, and you're like, oh my gosh, that's like a horrible thing to do to a person, to mess with their emotions like that.
For real.
Like,
I was
like for me, I'm just like, oh, you biatch. I'm just like really, you just did that.
for real.
That and, like made him
Everybody
believe,
like,
and then broke his heart all over again. It's like,
for real, everybody that was in the theater, like even my cousin, we were like, oh, we're like at that part when it wasn't her, and we're like, oh no, like it was funny.
yeah, and let's see. I'm just trying to decide what I want to talk about and what order. But if we're talking about performances, so let's go with that. To go to Tom Holland's performance, like he has so many little kind of nuanced things that I just love seeing, like the expressions on his face. Like Tom Holland's very expressive. He's just so like great at that. Like the first time he sees Ned when he's trying to go get flowers, you see him getting flowers all the time for his Aunt May. So they call him like the flower guy at the party eventually. But then they first time that he sees them, you just see the like love and like the like the happiness and like the friendship, but just seeing him just like in that little convenience store, and he's like, oh my gosh, and the way that he's smiling and the way that he's doing, I'm just like, man, like you can tell how much that friendship means to him, and he wishes he could just be a part of it. And then you see him also going through his phone, and they had a plan to go to MIT together, and you see like Ned saying like, first day at MIT, like this is gonna be awesome, I can't believe we made it here, MJ, isn't this so crazy? And then he's like, well, just graduated our first year, and the first year's gone, and then like the next year, and like all the years are just passing him by, and like he was supposed to be there, he was supposed to be a part of all that. And then you see when they finally graduate everything, and he's like, I missed that out on all of that, but he had to do it. He had to do it to keep him safe. But like just the expression on his face when he sees Mary Jane at the party, and like you see her like with her other boyfriend, and he kisses her, and he has to run out of there, and like just like the like heartbreak, or like the like joy when MJ finally, like you think that she recognizes her, but it's actually Jean. But then and then like so many like scenes, like when
Zendaya, like when MJ fronts him with the letter, and he's like, I honestly thought he was crying, but it's his little mole that he has right here.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, he's crying, and I was like, because she read it, and she probably
and that's a really
like remembers him a little bit, and then it was like, no, she doesn't. I was like, oh, even more. I was like, that's
it's a tough scene, because she's like, it's like, that's really great and really sweet that you love me, we had this life together, but I don't love you. I love you. And I was like, oh. Don't even know you. It's like, oh, come on. Yeah, I just wanted to be together. But and before though, like because of her performance in this movie, I do want them to be together. But but if I'm being honest, for the first like 3 movies, I was like no, I don't want them to be together. Go find someone else. Like this like Zendaya character of like MJ, but it's not supposed to be Mary Jane. It's supposed to be like some other character, and then like maybe he finds a Gwen Stacy, because I think that there's a girl in the apartment building that like sees him, or like when
Was
he
like
starts
one
losing
was
hit.
like hey, like want to hit on him,
Yeah,
but he's like
yeah, like when he gets on the elevator, and there's a funny scene where like he like wakes up and he's in like a big web and he falls down, slams his back, and you're like, oh, that would have hurt so
oh,
bad. And then he like
he steals
like
her clothes.
he like crawls in through the window, yeah, and he steals her clothes, and he's like, is that my shirt you're wearing? No, no. He's like,
Her
oh,
big
like what
top.
a cute little
Her,
dog. That the dog's going crazy and all that. Yeah,
her crop top.
yeah, yeah. That's pretty funny. The pants say juicy on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
love it. I was telling my cousin, I was like, well, we did see his belly button.
yeah,
With,
right, yeah. Oh
with,
yeah. Well,
what's her name? What is her? Who was it?
so they call her Black Widow, but it's like Zelena or like Selena or something
Yeah,
like
Black Widow.
that.
Well, the Black Widow. She was like, well, I did see your belly button.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to actually make sure that I get the character. Yelena is her name. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yelena Belova, who's Black Widow's sister, but she becomes the new Black
The
Widow.
new Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah. And
After she-
but it's funny though. Like I kind of feel like, I mean, it was fun to see her pop up, but at the same time, I was kind of like, this character really isn't necessary to really be here though, because it's just kind of showing how the universes are all connected.
Yeah. But
Like, don't forget about
but
the
it also-
Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts are still here, you know.
Yeah, but it also helped out because he's like, oh, I know somebody that can, connect me to what we're looking for, and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
they used her, so
But Spider-Man's working on it as the small potatoes. She's working on the big potatoes.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love it when she said the small potatoes. I thought of
Yeah.
you. I was like, oh, she mentioned Idaho.
From Idaho. Yep, potatoes are a thing. But yeah, and like just kind of seeing like they have to like take off your clothes and get
Take
in the
off your
water, and
clothes,
kind of
and
like,
he's
okay.
what?
It's like what? Come and have a relaxing soak, or like what? Whenever you're like okay, but yeah, but I guess she knows stuff. I don't know. Like who knows? I don't know. But yeah, and then also the other thing is too, like speaking of like Jean Grey's character. So I'm gonna get into. I'll kind of go a little back and forth, but I'll get into to maybe my only like negatives of this movie is that Jean Grey, like in the X-Men in that universe, like she's not a bad guy. She's a good guy. But the thing is though that the X-Men always come from these lives where they discover they have these powers. They don't know what to do with them, and like probably deep down they want to be good, but at the same time they're not sure, so they end up being bad. And every single one of them like do some kind of bad things before they finally get to the Xavier's mansion, and then they become good, and like he kind of knows how to utilize them, and Professor Xavier just has a way of just helping all these misfits that feel like they don't have a place, they don't fit in, or they don't belong. So
well,
yeah,
it's because like the humanity is telling them that they're not good, they're bad. Like
they're not
weird.
good.
You're
good
weird.
people. You're an
because
outcast. Yeah.
You have these powers, and it's like sometimes these powers can actually be helpful. Like, come on.
Yeah, but it's everybody telling them over and over every single day,
Mhm.
and doing horrible things, like when what's his name? Which let's see.
That wasn't Stryker. That's
The like Bill Metzger character, the guy that's in what's that the Ben Stiller show he created on Apple TV. For some reason I can't even like think of it right now. But he's in that though, the one where they forget their like memories when they go to work. But and Severance, yeah. So he was in Severance, and like at the fact that like he like literally got a team together and went took her sister, and then you find out that he killed her sister, so that that's really gonna piss almost everybody off, and like make anyone want to lash out like that and like take revenge.
Yes,
But
especially if it's like a relative and you're like trying to look for them, and then
yeah,
like you find out they end up dying in the room that you're in. Like, come on, like
that's
they're
always
gonna.
been in something about the X-Men universe. That's why I think his character specifically is probably gonna end up being more closely tied to the X-Men, because I think that like in the X-Men movies you always see these human characters where it's humans versus mutants, and the
Yeah,
and and like they always think that I think that the humans are the superior species, or some say the mutants are the superior species, and then it's like back and forth, and they end up fighting each other, and they're trying to find ways to suppress their mutant powers and all that stuff. And so there's always people that are like going after. There's people going after Wolverine. You got Stryker.
yeah.
Then here you have Metzger. There's people going after Rogue. There's people going after like so many different X-Men characters. Like even Nightcrawler. There's like all kinds, and so
It's because they
like
think the the mutants are terrible people, and it's like
yeah,
not all of them are. There
and
are some bad, you know,
they
bad
kind of shape them
characters, but
into that, but the like why I say that's a negative though is because one, like Jean's not traditionally a villain, and maybe she's not a total villain here. Like maybe it's just being controlled by Bill Metzger or whatever. But or like kind of motivating her. But there's a scene where like Peter, he goes in to save her, and he's like, Jean, and like, this isn't you. You're not a killer. Don't do this. But then, literally, like she's doing the little hopping around thing. She's hopping into people's body, and she's doing it kind of willy nilly. She even does a thing with like MJ, which is like, come and save your girl, and then she falls off the back of the like building. So like she's literally trying to kill her. And then another guy, he gets hit by a car when he like switches into his body. He gets hit by a car. People being slammed through a wall. Like she's just not like caring. Like people have died. She's taking a whole tank and ramming it into this building where there's like all these people in there that are gonna die. But then Spider-Man comes in and swoops in and saves them. But it's like, so she kind of is a killer. She's kind of doesn't care, or maybe doesn't understand, or I don't know.
well,
But
her
kind of hard
character
to come back from
is
that kind of
a
stuff.
teenager, so it's either I rather do or let people die.
Yeah, but also the other thing that I don't understand is that like we have an X-Men universe, and even like the original actor Famke Janssen, she talked at a convention that she was really confused why they like are bringing back all these other OG X-Men actors. They're bringing back Kelsey Grammer. They're bringing back Hugh Jackman. They're bringing back Picard. I don't know why I'm like spacing on his name. Patrick Stewart. They're bringing back him. They're bringing back James Marsden. They're bringing back all these original actors. But then she literally never got a phone call to come back. They're like starting all over. So like if she's not going to line up, they're going to have a younger Jean with like the older actors. So it's got to be a multiverse thing. And then they had, I can't remember the other actor that played Jean, but they had another actor play it in like in one of the other X-Men, like a younger one. I want to actually look up all actors to play Jean. Let me see. So you've had Famke Janssen, yet Sophie Turner was the other one that was in X-Men Apocalypse. I'm kind of like, well, what are we doing? We're doing another Jean here on like it's just like a weird choice.
Well, that this Jean is teenage year. Then they have, and the other one is kind of like like a young adult ish. It could be like 25-ish.
One.
Gray.
Jensen is like the older adult one.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go to the older adult one. Maybe they're gonna like align that up together and like weave it together where they do bring her back. It's just it has to go through a phase. And and some people are like don't get it, but it's like sometimes you have to leave that open of maybe they're gonna do it like that.
And also too, the X-Men universe had never had any continuity. They kill people, they move people around, and like wait a minute, didn't
Yeah,
Professor
like
Xavier die here and now he's back and like all this stuff? So there's no continuity. They always say continuity, schmontinuity with the X-Men. So it's a
yeah, because
comic
like
book movie. You just have to suspend your disbelief. I don't know.
yeah, they literally killed off Jean Grey too, on I think the last stand. I think
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure if it was Wolverine that killed her or whatever. I can't remember. Um, but she literally died, but yet they brought her back on Future Past.
yeah. So and also too, like they always have these like the MCU always likes to keep a lot of things kind of secret. So there's still some cool things to be revealed, some things we don't know about, so we just don't know everything going in. So there's been some fan theories that maybe they'll still bring back Famke Janssen and like some of those other Jean Grey actors, maybe, but it just hasn't been revealed
Revealed,
yet.
yeah.
I don't know, but
The
but
crazy thing after watching it, I was like, wait, so if this is gonna be the younger Jean when she's a teenager, so all the Spider-Mans for Tom Holland is way back in the future. I mean, back in the day, and then they're gonna like all the things that they already did with the older ones. It's gonna be like supposed to be the future kind, and so I was just
yeah.
like, that's what I was thinking. Like after,
Uh-huh.
like in my mind after watching this movie, because I was like, what the heck? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So just pulling up a few more of the comments. Brian saying that the Spider-Man scene with like with the Punisher like wearing the match. He's like ooh like doing the like Spider-Man thing.
That
Like
was funny.
that was pretty funny. And then going to the handshake too. Like that's another thing where like you think almost Ned like remembers him, but if you remember though, there's a scene where like Spider-Man comes over to their apartment and like he's like doing Legos with them and like they're like quoting some movies and stuff. And then when he leaves, like Zendaya says something about like Peter, like see you Peter or like be safe or whatever. And he's like, wait, Spider-Man's name is Peter? And he's
Peter,
like, what?
yeah.
And then later when he sees him eating food in the restaurant, he like goes up and like does a little
Does
handshake
the handshake.
and he's
That's
like,
when he
but he's like Peter or something. So like maybe
yeah,
he just remembers that like
handshake.
oh like he's putting
I
all the
used to
pieces
have this.
together. Like
Yeah.
Peter was the guy from the party, and then that guy's name was Peter, and then I found out Spider-Man's name was Peter, and it's like just all these things he's putting together. Yeah, it's kind of
Hmm.
interesting. Yeah, but then uh, Ross says, "Do you know they wanted to use man spider, which would be that would scare kids because they do it in the animated series though, but it's just animated where like he actually transformed into an actual spider with like creepy looking spider eyes and he's all hairy and stuff. So
Uh,
I'm like
well, they
I'm
did
like
the eyes. They did the eyes in the in this movie, but they didn't do the whole.
well they do kind of show like are you talking about how you can see through his mask and see his eyes like that kind
Yeah,
of thing?
and
Yeah.
then when he takes it off, you see the black of like the
Oh,
whole.
yeah. The thing with the like eyes that like turn black.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do that too. So yeah. And then uh, my dad actually chimed in with a comment. I thought it was like kind of interesting. He said, "Do you think the Scorpion role was a little too understated? I thought it would play a bigger part. The Punisher kind of stole the show. Scorpion was kind of bland. I thought, and that is kind of true. They could have used him more. I feel like this was a movie that wasn't really maybe meant to really have a big like big main like villain. It's kind of meant to be a little more grounded, but at the same time show that there's a bigger universe with all these different characters, but like don't go too crazy with people coming in portals and coming in all over the place because that'll be for the Avengers movie. But
Yeah,
but um
or
but
the
yeah
Doomsday.
yeah and but I do think though that like he was kind of underused because that Scorpion character is only shown in the first Spider-Man movie, and then we don't see him again until now. I think that actor is really good. He was in Breaking Bad though. He was
Hmm.
awesome. His name's
But
Michael Mando. Yeah, he's
but
awesome.
also that Jean Grey used him for a little bit, so it's like
Yeah,
he did like have his part, but she had a a plan where it was gonna be where she used him as part of it, like how she did with the Hulk. Like the Hulk was only in there for a few minutes. To be honest, even with Bruce, or right, yeah,
It was, yeah.
yeah, and
But
so
he
like
got a really cool chance to shine though. The Hulk did.
yeah, and so it's like she's using all these different characters for only a few seconds of the movie, um, because it's the main character really is her as a villain trying to find her sister. So it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, so like I think it's meant to like show that they're like just the way that they kind of wrote his character. I kind of feel like that they said like this is like one of the big Spider-Man villains, but there's also a bigger universe, and like compared to this bigger universe with Jean Grey and like those the whole X-Men universe, it's kind of this kind of like how like Yelena said, it's kind of small potatoes. She's just kind of like she's
yeah.
just like a smaller kind of villain. Still a cool villain because I think Scorpion's awesome. I just kind of think that like they could have used them more, but I think that's just the a direction that they just decided is they're going to use them a little bit and kind of use them as a motivator and then some
or like or like
cool
how
fight scenes or two.
or like how Riddle is like, oh, they're little potatoes when you know she's trying to do bigger potatoes. Like I
Yeah,
do bigger potatoes, you're doing smaller potatoes, and Jean Grey was doing very small potatoes.
but it
To
makes
get what
sense though because he's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Like he's not really ever meant to be like this world-saving person. He just more meant to just save the city and save the neighborhood and like just be that kind of guy. But yet they do use him and he does team up from time to time. But I think Spider-Man has his time to team up and we'll see it. But then he'll eventually go back to just saving his city and the neighborhood and that kind of stuff. I think that's kind of where he shines, to be honest. Yeah, yeah, one of the other characters, talk about Bruce Banner in here because I thought that it was kind of cool that the like where he's teaching, the university doesn't trust him to
to
like
go
be
back. Yeah.
control of like the Hulk because that they put the little inhibitors thing or like whatever it is on his hand and
Well,
and
I
like
think it was himself that put that on there. I think he was
it could
saying
have
that.
been too to maybe even prove to them, hey, like I have this on there, like nothing's gonna happen. I'm not gonna go crazy in the cafeteria or whatever he said. Like he's gonna,
Yeah, he's like,
like,
I'm not gonna be
yeah,
the Hulk and go crazy in the cafeteria. Like, yeah,
yeah.
I think
But
it was himself doing that so he can teach again because I think like after like everything that happened uh with like the the whole their whole Avengers thing, like he didn't know what to do with himself anymore, and so I
yeah,
think that's what he wanted to do was go back to teaching,
yeah,
and
but
so he needed something to help him to stay off of
but
being out the bad guy.
but part of it to me it was like I thought that at like one point he decided to just be the Hulk most of the time and be like Smart Hulk. Whatever happened to Smart Hulk? Where like he's just being like the like kind of half Bruce Banner, half Hulk guy. He learned to control it, but at the same time, I'm actually glad they didn't do that because I think Smart Hulk's kind of lame to be honest. He's doing dabbing things. He's doing stuff with like kids. He's doing like
Yeah,
just weird kind of corny things. Where like I kind of like when it's a Bruce Banner, and then he can become like an extreme Hulk and like become like a big Hulk because if you read the comic books, the Hulk can get huge and like gain more and more power the bigger that he gets. So there's a scene where like Spider-Man's even like, whoa, like I didn't know you could get that big, and he's even bigger. Yeah. He's like huge, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is awesome. So
well, because he's only seen where he was Smart Hulk, when he was more when it was Hulk and Bruce Wayne like together. I think that's the only part that he has on. And so when when he's not really Smart Hulk and he's regular Hulk, like that dude is like huge.
Yeah, yep. And like that whole fight scene I thought was just awesome. Like in the like skyscraper. Then you have the Punisher coming in, just going, ah, just like shooting over and over,
Shooting
just
at him.
screaming like some kind of ape or something. It made me laugh every time. And then when Gene kind of takes him over and he's like, good luck with that, Peter, or whatever. You could tell it's
Yeah.
actually like her.
But good luck fighting the Hulk. Like she's
Yeah.
like literally rubbing his nose in it. Like you're gonna
But
lose.
like he's just trying to get the little inhibitor on him, and he's like, why is your skin so thick? Come on, and I can't get it on there. It's like, oh, it's like, come on. But it's a cool scene where he's like hanging off the side of the like building, and it's all the webs with like all the big like slabs of like
Of the building.
like the side of the building just kind of hanging on him like that. But then you see a moment too, because like all the Hulk movies always have this moment where they zoom right into his eyes, and it's like that's where you kind of see the humanity in the Hulk, and like you kind of see him almost remember where he's like,
that's where it goes
says,
to where it shows Bruce's side of him, of like he's trying to push through the eyes of Hulk and trying to get back to, like you said, the humanity of him.
Yeah,
that's the good part I like about what they do with the Hulk. Like they go to
yeah, because I can't remember what exactly Spider-Man said. It's like, Peter, like remember, like we've met before, and he's like trying to get him to remember, and like he kind of almost feels like he almost does kind of. Because he's like, wait a minute, he's like, oh, like just like has a little moment like where like maybe he almost remembers him, and that might be even kind of like the start of like maybe people like
remembering him.
Might start to remember him, and like maybe some of Doctor Strange's spell kind of wears off a little, I don't know,
but I think it was more to get him to remember that he is also, Dr. Bruce,
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. But like I also wanted to just touch a little bit on the writing too. I thought that the writing in this is the like Peter Parker that I wanted to see, and then like gets me so excited to just see him down on his luck like this, and they can't reveal who he is and all that stuff. Like there's like a quote that's like, sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing even if it breaks Peter
Parker's heart.
Heart. Yeah. So there's that, or like I even like when they like flash back to like Aunt May, so you get to see a little like
oh yes, when she's talking.
Yeah.
She's talking to it. First, it starts out like she's talking to Peter Parker, but it ends up being Jean.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I think that's what she really needed, because
she really needed to hear like the same thing helped both of them out. Even long after she was gone, like even after she had died, there's this memory that's still helping both of them out, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't just for Peter Parker; it was also for her, because it's like she just lost her sister. She just found out where she died at. She just found out who did it, like who forced her to do things for her to die, and it's like she needed somebody like that was wise enough to like really get a hold of her and to make her think, well, like I needed to hear that.
But yeah, like when she like says like this whole thing can get really scary, but the people who love you because you're you. Never forget that, no matter how powerful you become. So I thought that was pretty cool. Or even just like how the whole like the like letter just like keeps coming in, like into play over and over. Like when like even Jean, like she goes into his apartment and he's like,
and she reads, she looks at the letter.
She's like, you have all these things that just make it look like a bachelor pad. You have all these old cups, and you have some whey protein here, and then I saw a little coffee cup. Yeah, they're like trash, but then a little coffee cup, and it has a little letter, but like just like beginning where he's like, hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me, like all that stuff. So, so yeah, and
I hate that she used that to play,
Oh yeah. She's like really like just like messing with him there. Yeah, but like even though like probably like my so it's hard to say what exactly my favorite parts are because I love when he fought all the ninjas and fought the like hand like that whole like battle sequence was really awesome. But I also love the stuff with like Ned, like he's becoming one of my favorite characters. But also having the Punisher in there, like I'm glad that they actually gave the the Punisher like fun stuff to do and like really cool like meaty kind of scenes and like not just be some kind of character where you see him for a second. Oh hi, like there he is, and all of a sudden that he's gone because in the last Spider-Man No Way Home, they had the Daredevil character in there. They had Matt Murdock in there, who I've also met and was also one of the most amazing celebrity encounters that I've had because he came up to me like when he saw me because I had a Marty McFly costume on. He's like, "Wait a minute, this is a sick Marty McFly costume." And I looked at him like, "Oh my gosh, it's freaking Daredevil!" Or like I can't remember the actor's name, but like he was really awesome too. Like he just walked up to me. I was waiting in a different line or something. I'm like that's really cool. But yeah, and then but like yeah, like you see like the like Punisher, he has his own little hideout where he's like living, and they kind of go to like like hide out for a while, and he's like, "I'm making chili. You guys want some chili or whatever?"
I love it when he's like, "Don't eat the chili."
Yeah. He's like, "Don't eat." Yeah, yeah, and then
I wouldn't
like he
care.
just really.
I would have went and ate the chili. I like chili.
Oh yeah, I would have ate it too. Yeah, and then I mean when I came to visit you, we did a whole chili cook-off. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
I like the cheese.
yeah, but and then just like some of the like lines because the Punisher, if you followed him, he lost a lot too. He lost his wife and his daughter, so he has a whole cupboard of all the like pictures in there. But like one of the lines that I really like that he says when he's like, "You're like me." I was what do you know about me, kid? You think this is a choice? You think living like this is a lifestyle? Is that what you think? Kid, this is a sentence. If I had 1 second, people I love were still breathing. You think I'd be hiding behind a mask? You think I'd pretend to be something that I'm not, acting like a goddamn coward? You know. So just kind of like the little interactions, and you just see like just
What he's dealing with, yeah.
what he's dealing with, but then also like motivating Spider-Man to be something
Do something different.
that like he never could be. So like so he's like trying to get him to be something more like that. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, but like
Yeah, I like the Punisher in here. Like
yeah,
I wasn't really
but,
like I haven't seen like the whole Punisher movies. But like watching him in here, I think I'm gonna go back and like go look
yeah.
back to the movies because I think he's the same Punisher, right? Or is it a different person?
So it's the same Punisher in the TV series. So if you, so I'd suggest go back and watch the TV series because it's really good. They even just had another short, which is like the Punisher One Last Kill or something like that came out, but it's like really cool though. Yeah, and then yeah. So I would would recommend that. They do have a couple movies. They have a Ray Stevenson one that's like pretty good, and I can't remember the other guy that played Punisher. They even had like a Dolph Lundgren one back in the '80s too. So they've had a bunch of them. But like when he first
like more newer.
yeah. So, and watch the TV series. I know they have some on Disney Plus. They might have some on Netflix too, because it started as a Netflix thing. But like when he first sees him though, he's like, "What the hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!" And he's like trying to pull his gun out, and then he's like automatically he just has a second shotgun. He's like, but he's like, "Geez," and so he pulls on like that one and like sticks to a little spider thing. And he's like, "All right," and he like shoots the spider like bomb thing, and then like you can tell like he's like really having to play more of like a subdued kind of version of the Punisher because this is PG-13 because like the TV series more like R-rated, and so like when he's like motherfucker and he like shoots the little web over his like mouth or whatever.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, it's a fun character to have in there. Like even like when like he's been controlled by like Jean, and then he finally snapped out of it. He's like, wait a minute. He's like, is that my gun over there? Like over on the wall or like whatever? Yeah. He's like, what the heck's going on? Yeah. Yeah,
Like
but yeah, so
he did like quirky lines that were like really funny, and then he did like
yeah.
serious lines in the movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool like to have different characters than like the same ones.
Yeah. And also too, like so he kind of makes a decision which they've like done things in like different movies. They even do like Bruce Banner where like he learns how to control the Hulk and becomes smart Hulk. So he's kind of both. Or like when they say like when they tell like Peter Parker when she's fighting all the ninjas, like you can either be Spider-Man. Like who are you? Are you Spider-Man or are you Peter Parker? Eventually he says I'm
He's like,
both.
I'm
And
both.
that's
Yeah.
when like he decides to embrace everything, gets rid of the web shooter and just becomes like a real like spider kind of thing. And
Well,
and we've seen it.
technically, those came off when the ninjas were fighting him. So those,
Yeah.
so when she asked who are you really are, that's when he like embraced the whole Sparter's part of him to
Yeah.
his like human part, and so that's
But
where
that
he's like he does regular like how um Toby his character was like, oh, I can just do it regularly.
yeah, right. Yeah. And like when I saw those scenes in the trailer though, I was like Spider-Man fighting freaking ninjas and they looked like freaking awesome uh like badass ninjas. I'm like yes, like I'm sold. This is gonna be an awesome movie. Like and like it and that was my favorite fight scene of the whole movie. Like when you see him like dodging all the throwing stars and everything in slow motion and everything. Like that was really cool
Yeah,
stuff. Or like the whole
they
upside down
captured
camera.
yeah, they
Like all that.
captured that scene really good. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
surprised on that one too.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think that's good. I mean, I think that's pretty much most of like my thoughts on it. I thought that like it was just really awesome. I mean, there's certain things that like some people say that they could have done. Like I watched another review, my friend Alan, like he had one where like he's like don't you think it would have been cool because he wasn't like nearly as high. He thought the movie was kind of mid, but he's like, but he says like, don't you think it would have been cool if they would have had Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in there? And he's like so you have organic web shooters like now my DNA is off the charts. I'm starting to have an organic web shooter. How do you do yours? How do you do like? Can you show me how to do it or something like that? But the thing is, I don't think that was really like needed to be in there. You know, you didn't really need to have that. Like it's kind of like almost better that he's just figuring this stuff out on his own. And then maybe we'll see Tobey Maguire somewhere. Like he might be like somewhere within the fight. We don't know yet, but so there's like that, or like kind of seeing like
Well,
when
they had him already in the third one.
yeah.
So it's like,
And they
why
already
would
kind of
you?
talked about the like organic web shooters in the third one. He does that.
Yeah.
I actually asked him about it. So yeah. And people always say like they didn't even like mention anything about like mutants. They didn't say the word mutant in it. Well, they said like that like when Peter Parker was like talking to Bruce Banner, like he talked about like how he's mutating. He didn't say the word mutant. He said mutating, but
Yeah,
then
like the mutating gene. I think that's what
yeah.
that
But
what
then also too, like I really liked
Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's acting just as Bruce Banner. Like he had a really like a real softer kind of side, and when he started to like talk about the like all the science behind it and all the technology, like he really perked up. You could see almost like he like had like a loving kind of caring like respect for him or something like that. I don't know. Like it's kind of cool. So I like that.
Like
But
it like really got his interest of what Peter
yeah,
Parker was
exactly.
talking about.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then some people also said that like near the end when you see like Jean, like she just goes off on a bus somewhere. Would have been like kind of cool if she shows up at like the like X-Men like the mansion. I mean, like welcome to the Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. But to me that almost would have been like kind of too on the nose because she hasn't really discovered that place yet, or we don't know. Like maybe she discovered it, maybe she hasn't. We don't know yet, and so
No,
that could have
remember,
played into
I think
something. I don't know.
I think in the one where she turns bad, I think it's is it the second one or the third one?
Oh yeah, the third one, where she becomes a phoenix. Yeah.
Yeah, and they actually told the story of how Xavier went looking for her.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That
that's
is
why
true. Yeah.
they haven't really she hasn't really they didn't do where she went to go
Discovered
look
that. Yeah.
to discover, Xavier's school yet. Is because he has to go looking for her
Yeah. Exactly.
in the backstory
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that it's fine. And the other thing, like maybe one of the last things I wanted to touch on is that like I don't really think that this movie was really needed to have like a big mustache twirling villain where it's just like the like some like a Doctor Octopus or a Green Goblin or like some
Or
like
it had to be a man to be a villain.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, or like some kind of Thanos thing that's like coming in or something like that. Just like you don't really necessarily need it. I think that it's just
I
showing
like
that
how
there's some.
they talked about it when Bruce was doing um his lecture. Like they're like, why didn't he like just make more food? Like
Oh
I
yeah,
like
yeah,
how they have
exactly.
that in.
Yeah, and he's like, well, you want to take this one? He's like Hulk smash, and he's like, oh, okay, there you go. Nobody
Yeah.
cares about that, so yeah, but but yeah, like I just kind of think that it just shows that like so many people they just live in a gray area, and the only one in this entire movie that's truly good is just Peter Parker. Like he's the one that's like truly good and truly wants to be good. All the other people they live in a gray area. The Punisher, like sometimes he's good, sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's out for himself. He's the one that actually shoots him in the back, kind of thing. And he doesn't mean to. He's trying
Well,
to
he
shoot
didn't
Jean.
mean to.
But
He
yeah,
was literally going for Jean because he was trying to
yeah,
have her stop what shoot mind controlling everybody.
yeah.
So
Which which that's kind of funny that like when he wakes up that it's like Frank Castle, the Punisher, is the one sitting in the room. He's like,
next
wait a
to
minute,
him.
he's like, were you crying? Like you were crying. He's like, I wasn't crying. Okay. He's like, you were crying. Yes. Yeah. But and then like Gene kind of lives in a gray area. Even the like Bill Metzger, I think he's kind of in a gray area kind of thing. There's like a lot of people that are just in these gray areas. I mean, I don't think there were some like ones that are just like core Spider-Man ones, like Scorpion and like those ones. Scorpion and like Tombstone, like just like some of those where yes, they're bad, but they're just the core Spider-Man villains here. They're not part of the bigger overall picture. But I do kind of appreciate that because like you don't always need it to be just like good versus evil and like because like I kind of like when they have like an inner turmoil and sometimes they want to help out, sometimes they don't, sometimes they're good, they're bad, they're all over the place, and like I'm fine with that. I don't really need it to be one way or the other, or to have some huge like villain. Because if you think about it, like Selena, like who would you say as the main villain of this movie? Because I can't even like say who the main villain.
You can't really say. You could put a little bit on Jean. You could put a little bit on her. Yes, they did a little bit more focus on Jean, but the plot twist is that I can't remember the black guy's character's name.
Bill Metzger, yeah.
Yeah, he is part of that also. Like Jean is like 25%, and I would have to say he is like the other 50%, and then the
Yeah,
other
like he might be the main villain, maybe. I
yeah,
don't know.
like
It's hard to say.
50%, and then like the other like characters that were showed a little bit of like the bad guys are only like 25%.
Yeah,
So
it's true. Yeah,
that's what people would say, but I would say like the black guy's character was mostly 75%, the
yeah,
evil guy, and because he's doing all the experiments on Jean's sister. But the only thing that Jean is terrible on is yes, she's 25% of it is because she's trying to find her sister.
yeah. But
And she did do bad things, but it wasn't her fault. It
yeah,
was more when Peter Parker clicked for him about it. It was like she's not bad. She's just looking for her sister.
yeah, right,
Like
yeah. And also, I'm just gonna throw out the comment here. If you haven't seen it, Stephanie, you may not want to watch this one. This is the spoiler one, but it's up to you if you want to be spoiled. But I mean, maybe go
Yeah.
see it first. But I do have a non-spoiler review that's just me. You can go watch on the channel. But but yeah,
But that's how I felt. How
yeah,
I felt that it was.
yeah, right. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss anything because one other thing that I wanted to bring up is like the whole like how like Jean Grey it was like jumping into people's bodies. I thought that like looked really cool, like how they like did it where
You can't really see her until after.
yeah, like you can't see her, and then you kind of see like the like path that she's kind of moving along. You see the people kind of doing like a flip back, and they're like going like this, like and then like
Yeah.
it's like moving from like person to person to person. And I heard that like when they like did that, they had to get the people to actually move a certain way and like do it
Correctly.
like a correct
On a
and
time.
like a perfect timing kind of thing. So it actually looked like a path that she was moving in. But I thought that was another cool element that I did, kind of showing that like Jean really hasn't really gotten to her full powers, because when you see Jean's full powers, it's like when she becomes the like Phoenix and like some of those later ones, she can like control the world almost. She's more powerful of a psychic than Professor Xavier. Eventually, it just takes her some time to kind of get there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Which I kind of wondered that same thing too, Brian. Where we said like the black guy that was talking to Spidey in the street kind of looked like a little yachty. Like I almost kind of thought that like that almost looks kind of like a rapper, like something like that. That could have been, yeah. Like maybe it's on IMDb. I won't say who it is, but yeah, but yeah. I think that's pretty much my thoughts on the movie. I thought it was awesome. And honestly, I might even go see it a third time this week. Like I'm kind of thinking about it. We'll see. I don't know, because
Yeah,
these movies are only in theaters for a limited time. You want to take advantage if it's something you really like. So
yeah, I think I might go see it again with a friend on Wednesday. Haven't got it
nice.
like confirmed yet, but yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that was like was a really good movie. There was only like one part I was just like, and that was the end credit. I was like, really?
Oh, yeah, we gotta talk about the end credit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the only negative part I did not like.
I thought the end credit was completely stupid, completely unnecessary. You don't need it. You don't stay for it. Like if you're gonna watch it, there's no need to stay for the end credit. It's maybe one of the like most pointless ones that Marvel's ever had. I mean, it does, I guess, sort of show one thing, because you do see the little spider thing like going up into space, and that's like to say either like this Peter Parker's up in space, or maybe they detected like a different one. Maybe it's Tobey Maguire, maybe it's Andrew Garfield, maybe it's something else. I don't know. It's just
that's like I thought it was pretty. Like I thought like the thing was pretty like boring of an end credit, but it was interesting to find out that the next one
you waited all that for that?
Be inside. The next one will be in space. So
yeah, right, yeah, which I wanted to look at something real quick. Let me see. So for me, so we can just give our final thoughts and kind of wrap it up. But for me, like this might be my only 10 out of 10 movie of this year for sure. This is my number one of the year because I'm a Spider-Man guy, and like this is like the best like depiction of Peter Parker and Spider-Man that I've ever seen on screen. I mean, I do kind of miss like some of the core Spider-Man villains because like kind of like Batman, like when you watch Batman, like half the reason why you watch it is for all the cool villains, because Batman has so many cool, like the Joker and the Penguin and the Riddler and like all these Mr. Freeze, all these villains. But then same thing for Spider-Man. There's like so many villains with like Doc Ock and the Green Goblin and Mysterio and the Vulture, like all these different villains, the Sandman, Venom. So I do kind of miss that just a little bit. So I really do hope that we eventually get back to like maybe just like a core Spider-Man movie where you have like a cool Spider-Man villains, or like maybe do the Sinister Six that they talked about that they were going to do, but they never did it. Where like 6 of them team up together and then he has to battle them all or something. So I don't know, but yeah, I think overall for me that this movie is a home run. I mean, I kind of understand some people's like kind of like nitpicky thing, but at the same time, I don't because I think this movie's great and I love it. So yeah, it'll be my number one, and it's probably gonna hold on. Like I don't even know if even Avengers Doomsday is even gonna top it because to be honest, I was looking forward more to
Yeah,
this one than even Doomsday because there's too much going on in Doomsday. So
there's like a lot of mixed reviews on Doomsday, and
yeah,
like to me, for me, like my end thoughts of Spider-Man, it's my top three. It's number three
okay,
for me, because
but not above Supergirl, right?
no, not above Supergirl or
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary. Those
Okay. Yeah.
those are
Project Hail
really
Mary is my
good.
number two.
Yeah.
So
But I was going back and forth between Spider-Man um and the Odyssey to be 3 and 4, and so I'm like, since yesterday night I've been switching them from third. You know, I had the Odyssey in third, and then I had Spider-Man, and this morning I switched it from Spider-Man in third and the Odyssey in fourth. It can't go wrong
okay.
because it's both. It's both, Tom Holland's movies, um,
Yeah.
and so it's like either or. His movie will be in either the third or fourth because he did really good in
Yeah.
both of these movies.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also like the movies that are in my top are like I've always said that my number one criteria for whether or not I like a movie is entertainment value. Like did it entertain me enough to where I want to keep going back if it's playing in theaters, if I want to keep going back again and again and again. And I look at some of my like top ones on my Letterboxd, like Spider-Man. I've already seen it twice. I want to see it a third time. Project Hail Mary. I saw it twice in theaters, and I watched it once at home. And the Odyssey, I want to go back and maybe try to catch it one more time. Even Mortal Kombat, like I had so much fun with that I kind of want to see it again. And or like Master of the Universe, or even Supergirl. Like I like that enough. I mean, those are just some of the ones for me. But like, do they have that like rewatchability? And like sometimes you see something that's a harder watch. I'm sure when like Schindler's List came out, it's like people loved it, but they didn't want to go back and rewatch it because it's a hard one to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts. So yeah, but that's Spider-Man Brand New Day, and it's breaking all kinds of records. I was going to bring up a little thing, but we're kind of running long here. That from the Hollywood Reporter had a thing out where they were kind of predicting it to be the highest grossing movie of all time, but it was far and away the highest grossing Thursday opening night of all time, but it didn't quite beat Avengers Endgame. It says that Spider-Man, the final numbers came to 355 million for opening a weekend, and I think that Endgame did 357. See, let me make sure on numbers. It says the movie made 355 million. Yeah, Endgame did 357.1. So close, but not quite there. But if you look at the worldwide, that's just for the domestic and for like the United States, it did 927 million. So almost made $1 billion opening a weekend. But Endgame did break $1 billion. It did 1.2 billion in its opening weekend. So it's close, but yeah. So we'll see where it stacks up in the end because they're still like many weeks. It's going to be in theaters. So.
Yeah, and then it's still the weekend. It's still Sunday, so
yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean they always call the numbers kind of early for like
yeah.
like weekend, but it's like there's still some time in the weekend. Yeah, we still have half a day left. So
And there's gonna it still probably be people trying to go see it today. So
yeah, totally. So yeah, but I think that'll do it for our review. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't even know what's coming up soon. There's not a lot to give it competition. I know Super Troopers comes out, then the third one comes out this next weekend, which is probably going to get buried by Spider-Man again. And yeah, we'll see what Doomsday does. And then next year we have Secret Wars. I know for sure. I'm not sure what other Marvel movies are coming out next year, but yeah. So there's still a bunch more, and we have one more DC Clayface, which that'll be like a very more like grounded kind of superhero hero, like not even superhero, that's based on a villain, Clayface from Batman. So
Well,
we'll see. But
yeah. The next probably hit movie will probably be Avengers Doomsday, but not if you. I'm
yeah.
not quite sure on that one or the end of Oak Street. I feel like probably.
Oh yeah, that'll be a big kind of like a sort of blockbuster, almost like a Steven
Mhm.
Spielberg feel to it,
Yeah.
that, for the end of Oak Street. Because I think next year I only know about Secret Wars, but I don't know if they even have anything on their their schedule because I'm even looking it up, and I'm not seeing anything besides Secret Wars. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're just kind of taking a little step back to kind of like figure out like when to
What's
release
gonna be
all
next?
these movies because I'm sure they got to be doing like another X-Men one. That's got to be like on the slot, and they're gonna do Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is not really connected, but that's gonna be coming. They did announce a Ghost Rider. It's gonna be Ryan Gosling playing Ghost Rider, and then Black Panther 3, um, which I forget the actor that they chose for Black Panther 3, but he's good. David Johnson. Yeah, they're gonna have David Johnson playing that from Aliens. Yeah. So, and yeah,
Oh,
but
I can't wait for that because that's gonna be T'Challa Junior. I can't wait for
yeah,
that.
yeah. So, and then you look at like Blade, like no longer happening. That was supposed to come out.
Mm,
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So maybe
yeah.
they'll have some TV series. I don't know what's going on. So, but anyways, we'll wrap it up here and call it good. But the last thing Brian said, we do still have D23 to maybe announce some stuff. The X-Men cast could
Yep.
be announced. So we'll see what happened. D23 I think is mid August. So we'll watch for that and see and
Mhm.
maybe talk about some more stuff. So anyways, I think we'll call it good. So if you have any quick plugs, I mean, I'll just make it quick on my end. I have a family dinner I got to get to in less than an hour. So, but Selena, where can we find you, or what do you have going on?
Yeah, you can find me on here mostly on the Superhero Network, Movie Network, to help you guys with your channel. I'm
Yeah,
on Letterboxd where you can find me in making my 2026 throughout the year of the movies I've seen so far. Um,
nice.
you can follow me there at Super Selena 21 or any of the social medias on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Um, you could either just use Selena or Super Selena. Mostly, I do a lot of Super Selena for mine
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Cool.
because everybody knows I love Superman.
Yeah,
But yeah,
nice.
so you can
Yeah.
find me anytime there, and I'm always supporting this channel. So
Well, we appreciate it. Yeah, and yeah, just the quick little thing. I will say, just wait until a Tuesday. I'm gonna have a lot more things to reveal about the extended schedule. I actually have gotten that like I got the September totally mapped out now. I got October totally mapped out, so that's done. I just got to start on November next. That's my next thing. So yeah. So I'm slowly building that. If for any Patreon subscribers that want to know, I'm happy to give that to you. If you go to patreon.com/movie hero and you sign up for that it's only $3 a month. That's the cheapest Patreon would let me do it. So I mean, I would have done $1, but because I don't want to charge people too much for that, but we'll keep it cheap for you guys. But yeah, but if you sign up for that, we really appreciate it. And the higher tier, there's different tiers. If you sign up for a higher tier, then I'll give you even more of the schedule. I'll give you higher priority access to be on these channels. If you have any ideas you want to do for a show, I'll prioritize those and make sure that we actually do them, the things you want to see. So yeah, just go check that out. Patreon.com/movie hero. And then this week we'll be doing Tuesday will be a versus match, which will be the Down Under match. So we're going to have the Hugh Jackman versus Russell Crowe match, and which we'll have some MCU things in there with Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine in there. So, or just X-Men. I mean, I don't know if it's all official MCU stuff, but he's there. and I can't remember if Russell Crowe. They I tried to put him into Craven the Hunter movie, which I'm sad about that movie because Craven the Hunter is actually my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time. I think that character is awesome, and the comic book series is like one of the greatest comic book series where Craven just wants to get every single kill, and every time he goes after someone, he always gets his kill. Except for the one that he cannot get is Spider-Man. He just can't get him. He keeps trying and trying and trying to the point where like it deals with some mental health, and he even tries to kill himself and like it commits suicide, and like there's some heavy-handed stuff, and like it but pretty great. I wish they would have gone there more, but in the movie, but it's fine. And then on Friday we're going to be doing Jonathan Caro's after the 128, so you can see what other movies he's got on some of his favorite movies, and then we're going to jump right in after that to our next sports and games mystery series. So we'll have that, and we have some other shows, some other things, but you can just tune in. I'll keep it short tonight, and just tune in at the end of the episode on Tuesday at 9 p.m. and I'll give more of an extended look. And hopefully once I get this extended schedule nailed down, I can post it on the social media so you guys can just see it and just have it in writing so you can look at it and decide what episode you want to be on and sign up. So if anyone would like to be on any episode, just let me or Austin know, and we'll do our best to get you on. If you like movies and you want to talk about them and you got something to say about them, then we'll have you on. So yeah, but anyways, though, this has been our spoiler review for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'll say for Selena Cruz, thanks for jumping on with me. And
You're welcome.
I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time. Hold up, give me a second. We're almost out.